to cast on for these 2 at a time mittens, we're going to need 2 equally sized balls of yarn, bulky yarn, and 47-inch long Addi Turbo needles. So these are the lace ones, but I use regular ones just as often. It really depends on your preference. So what we're going to do is start with one of the balls of yarn, and we're going to cast on, let's see, make a slip knot with enough room to cast on for all of your stitches. Okay, I'm doing the medium size, so therefore I'm going to be casting on 16 for one of the mittens, which I have plenty of tail here. So we're going to make a slip knot like this, just make a twist and then reach through and whoops, pull up a loop like that. And we're just going to cast on 8 because we are doing 2 at a time. We have to divide this properly. Now look at your pattern though, because if you're doing the small or the large size, you're going to be casting on a different number. Like you're going to be starting with 7 or 9 depending. So I'm going to be doing 8 with the regular long tail cast on. Now what I want to make sure is that you do not cast on too tight. If you need to, you can even like put another knitting needle there and cast onto them both, because remember how I showed you that the cuff is nice and snug? Like this is a fitted mitten, and the cast on needs to stretch. All right, so let's see, there's 7 and 8. Now we're just gonna let that yarn hang. See, I have plenty more tail for the other 8 stitches. Move those stitches down on the needle a little bit and then grab the other ball of yarn. Let's see, here it is. And do the same thing. Let's see, nice long tail. Make a slip knot, make that twist, reach through, pull up a loop, and we're going to put the slip knot right onto the tip of this needle like that and pull the knot so it becomes snug, just like that. And just ignore that for now. Tension the yarn for a long tail cast on. There we go. And this time we're going to cast on all 16 stitches, all 14, 16, or 18 stitches, depending on what size you're doing. Got a little tangle there. Here we go. Here we go. 6. All right, so let's get all 16 casted on. Let's see how many we've got. I remember I always count by 5s because that's the fastest. So here we go, 5, 10, 12. See how easy that is? You can just really visualize the stitches in groups of 5. Oh, I'm almost out of tail. Looks like I estimated just right. Oh, would you look at that? That's actually not quite enough. I want you to have at least 6 inches, but all right, so here we have 5, 10, 15, and 16. So now we're going to scoot these stitches onto the cable as well. We've got something that looks like this. Now count to the middle of your stitches. I'm going to count to 8 and bend your cable and pull this loop out like that. All the way, all the way, all the way. And then, let's see, what have we got? So now our stitches are divided in half. This is one of the mittens, and here are the stitches for the first mitten. You can see this looks a little weird, right? To have the tail down here. That's exactly what we want. Just tension the yarn like this and hold the empty needle right next to the full one like that. And just start casting on like normal, like that. You'll want to tighten this first one down so that there's not a big gap in between there. See how it just goes straight to the new stitch like that? That's what you want. Alright, so tightening that one down and then holding these apart like that. We're going to cast on the other half. Whoops. Try that one again. And we've got some tangling going on. All right. Looks like I'm a little short on my estimate, just a little bit. Okay, so now we've got something that looks like this. 8 stitches, 8 stitches, 8 stitches, 8 stitches, with the beginning of the round right here facing the same, both facing the tips of the needles. So now it's time to start ribbing.